Hey, Planting Science mentors. We are about to kick off our fall 2024 session, which is a very important session for Planting Science because this is a session where we have two different groups of our F2 research all working in the platform at the same time. So, this is going to be a really big session for us. Out of the 40 teams that we have, the 40 classrooms that we've registered, 39 of them are high school students that are all studying the power of sunlight. So, they're working with photosynthesis and cellular respiration in the classroom, and they will be then developing their own independent investigation, their own little project that for which they will choose the question. They'll unpack it using some of the strategies that they've seen in the classroom, and they're going to be depending on you guys to help give them some input on their research question, on their procedures and things like that. So we really need you, all hands on deck. We've been sending out some reminders to folks to go ahead and update their profile, which I realize may not necessarily be very instinctive. So I thought I would create this quick tutorial video to show you how to do that, and then how to find resources related to mentoring that might be useful to you. So I have logged in as my test mentor account here. When you log in, you should come to your dashboard right away. If you have trouble finding it for some reason, you can always come here to your little icon up in the right corner and click on dashboard, and it'll bring you right here. These boxes will be updated very in a minute. So these will look different to you, but everything else here should look reasonably similar. What you can do to update your profile is you want to come here to the word profile in the left column. And when you click on that, you'll see you have access to edit all kinds of stuff about yourself. If you do not currently have a picture of yourself in here, I would really recommend that you upload one, only because that really tends to be a preference for teachers when they're selecting mentors to participate with their class. The kids also respond better if they can kind of picture you. And since part of our goal is to help kids kind of broaden their perception of what a scientist looks like and how they behave, being able to see your actual face is helpful. But again, it's a preference. It's optional, but we really recommend it. Anyway, so you're going to see here there's all kinds of information that you may have entered when you first applied to be a part of Planting Science. Some of it may have changed, so please feel free to update anything that you want to make sure is up to date. The role should be scientist mentor. If it doesn't say scientist mentor, you will not get invitations. And then if you continue to scroll down, you'll see there's your profile questions. You might want to skim those, make sure they're still accurate. And then you're going to come down here, and there's a field here that says availability. If you click edit on that, you obviously have two choices. You can mark that you are currently available, please send me invitations, or that you are not. It is completely honest. I mean, it's completely okay and encouraged for you to be honest about this. If you are really facing a busy schedule for the next couple of months, please don't feel bad about marking yourself not available. We would much rather know than send you invitations that just don't get answered. So if you mark not available, you won't receive invitations from anybody through the platform. If you are available, though, we really could use your help. So please make sure that that you mark available and that you click save so that it saves that. Okay, because one of the things that happens when teachers go to start inviting mentors to their classes to work with their students is they're taken to a filtered list of all of our scientists, and it's filtered so that they only see scientists that have indicated that they're available right here, scientists that have indicated that they're willing to work with high school students. That's most of us, most of this session anyway, and then that they're willing to work with the theme that they're using. And because this is a research initiative session, like I said, 39 of the 40 groups that we have this session are all doing the power of sunlight. That's this one right here. So you'll want to make sure that you also click edit on that and make sure that high school students is checked. Click save. And then you'll want to check your preferred investigation themes. Look for the power of sunlight. It's the second one. Make sure that is checked as well. Okay. If those are not checked, you will not get invitations, because those are the groups that we're working with this session. In a normal session, we get a variety of different themes. It's just that right now, because of the research, it's very specific. So once that's done, once you've hit save, that should be good to go. If you haven't mentored in a while, or you're just kind of have always wondered, like, how does all this work behind the scenes? We have been working hard to update some of our documentation to make the going a little bit easier for everybody. And so with that in mind, we've created a new mentor manual. So if you come up here to resources, click on mentor resources, and the mentor manual is going to be right here in the upper right. I'm sorry, upper left. Click more information and it will open this up. It's going to stay in a Google Doc format just for a while because this is still relatively new and we're still making some tweaks to it. But if you look here on the side, there's a navigable table of contents over here, so you can kind of click and go to specific sections. This table of contents is also clickable. So if you want to understand more about mentors, you can click here on connecting with student teams and it will take you right to that section. So as you can see, we have, and this session is really no different. We're going to have about 30 to 40% of our groups are going to start in September. We're going to have a whole lot start in October, and then we'll have a few that start in November. So if you're available for any section of this upcoming session, please make sure that you set yourself available and help us out because we could really use your help. It will also walk you through how to get invitations and how all that works. You'll kind of get a glimpse into seeing what the scientist list looks like from the teacher's perspective, so you get a sense of how that works. Invitations will come by mail. So make sure that your email address is up to date and that you are actually checking it, because otherwise they will go. If you haven't gotten invitations in a while, you might want to check your spam filter just to see if they're landing there by mistake. Of course, you can also log into the platform and they will also be listed down here in your My Groups box. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. This walks you through how to find things. But one thing we do ask is that if you get an invitation that you know you don't feel comfortable accepting, please click decline. Do not just let it ride. The sooner you click decline, the sooner we know we need to send out more invitations for that group. And that's actually very appreciated by our teachers and by the staff. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. As always, and if you don't know this, I'm glad to tell you now, this need help section is for you as well as anybody else who's using the platform. We do have a YouTube channel, which is where this video and many other helpful videos will be posted. If you run into something that you need a real fast question about, you can always send me a text or you can call me at 314-669-1489. I am pretty quick to respond to text. Sometimes phone calls take a little bit longer, but I'm always happy to help. And then finally, if you ever want me to walk you through anything, we have this wonderful calendar down here where you can select a time slot. We will set up a Zoom meeting and we'll sit down and talk to you about whatever's on your mind. So hopefully that's helpful to you. If you have any questions at all, of course, if nothing else, you can always shoot me an email at psteam@plantingscience.org. Thank you so much for your support of this program. Without you, we couldn't do all the amazing things that we're researching right now. And we're excited because we have received some recognition from some data vetting organizations that deal with education research, and it's really showing some promising results. So we are making a significant difference, and we owe that to you. So whether you can help us this session or not, thank you so much for being a part of our program. And if you can help us out this session, we would love to have you. Thanks so much. Have a good fall.